Welcome everyone, my name is Andre.
I'm Sharlee, and today we're visiting the High Line. So we're starting at Hudson Yards because it's close to the 7 train, which is convenient.
And the vessel is right here. Wow.
So once you check out all of the cool stuff at Hudson Yards, then you can just go ahead and head to the High Line. So we're at 30th and 11th Ave, and here's an entrance. We made it to the High Line, and the first thing that we actually see here is this very informative map, super helpful. So here it talks about where the bathrooms are, where there's food. The High Line is actually, it's an old rail line, and you can see railing from the original train here. I used to work at Hudson Yards, and I would go up those escalators every week to where the L'Oreal sign is, and I would go to like maybe the 30th floor, and that's where I'd work. It's crazy being back. So this is an interesting part of the High Line.
That's 10th Avenue. And this is 30th Street.
So there's some really cool art installations on the High Line itself. I really like this one. Let's see how the camera picks up this red color. Yeah, I think this is made out of beads and glue and buttons.
You can definitely smell New York City traffic. What's that building?
So that's the shed. And it's really cool because if you see the gray outer shell of it, it's bigger than the inner side. So basically the outer shell is on wheels and it moves on top of the part, its back part, so it becomes an outdoor performing space. So I think this used to be some kind of old chimney or smokestack. I'm not sure, it's really cool though.
We found a big retainer.
Cool art installation.
Peanut butter and jelly.
So we got peanut butter and jelly because this is what I used to get every day when I used to work here. And there's just so many great restaurants in this area. So a lot of really incredible architecture here.
Who lives in this house?
I believe Ariana Grande and Tom Brady both have an apartment in the Zaha Hadid building. This is a really cool art installation. It feels kind of hypnotizing and mesmerizing watching it. So while we're enjoying this augmented reality, let's talk about the gear. So we're shooting this on the Sony a7S3, which is a full frame camera, and it's awesome for videography. It's got a lot of bells and whistles for video, like quality slow motion and smooth stabilization. We're using Tamron ultra wide 17 to 28 millimeter lens. We're using a variable ND filter, which is like sunglasses, and you can adjust how dark it gets. By making it darker, we force the aperture to open, which is good because that increases the background blur.
And they would get their deliveries from here.
So we're using this mic, which has been super convenient. It's very portable, and it's great because it can actually pick up 2 people's voices as well.
It's very good for voice. Vlogging.
This is a really convenient controller. With this, you can actually press record right here. You don't have to worry about trying to press record on the camera, which makes creating things on your own that much easier. Yeah.
Impressive. Using 4K resolution, 24 frames. So 24 frames is going to be a bit easier to edit. And this is also a 10-bit codec.
We're using PicProfile11 S-cinetone. Let's see how the colors come out. So what do you think? How does this look?
Been using autofocusing for almost the entire video. It's just easier. Automatic aperture, automatic ISO, but the shutter speed is manual at 1/50th because this is a 24 frames per second video.
So thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed and you learned something new, and we'll catch you on the High Line.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So if something goes wrong in your pitch, if the tech isn't working, if you say something wrong, if you stutter, like whatever, never